Okay, hola, soy Román González, le mando un saludo a todos los fans, bendiciones, cuídense.
Alright, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Chris Algieri. How you doing, man?
Good, very good, very good.
Great to see you, man. We're at the Fifth Street Gym. We're here for your book signing. First of all, I wanted to ask you about your book, The Fighter's Kitchen. Can you tell people out there about your book and what it's about?
Yeah, so it's 100 recipes, tried and true. Recipes that I've been using for my own career and also with my other athletes who I work with as a nutritionist. It's basically combining my education as a sports nutritionist and my background as a boxer and fighter to assist anyone who's interested in fitness or in health and likes to cook a little bit. You know, the food, I'm not a chef, I tell people all the time, so the recipes are quite simple, but they're nutritious, they're healthy, and they're fun.
Okay. Like if someone is trying to become a boxer, like what do you think they'll get out of this book? Like is it just about food, or do you think there's something they can learn about the fight game as well through the book?
Well, the book is mostly about food and nutrition. There is some science in the beginning of the book, kind of giving you an idea of how sports nutrition, performance nutrition works. And then there's some anecdotes actually throughout the book where you kind of get an idea of where the recipe came from.
Yeah.
Like how it's particularly, important to me or my career.
Yeah.
So there is some insight to that, yeah.
Are there any recipes that you used in the book that you ate before like fights, like food?
Pretty much all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, they're all real recipes that I've been using for years. And there's actually meal plans inside the books, which coincide with different phases of the training camp.
Yeah.
So you can use them, and people ask me all the time, which one should I use? Well, you can use them all. It's just you can use them throughout the year. But yeah, no, all the recipes are ones that I actually utilize during my training, and actually that I eat all year round.
Okay. What are some of the ones that kind of stand out to you? If there are.
So let me grab one of these.
The book is right over. I don't know.
Even the title page. This is actually a side dish. It's called avocado sweet potato hash.
Okay.
People love this one. It looks really great. We added eggs to it because it's just a versatile dish that you could. It's really a side dish. You can have this for dinner. You can have it as breakfast. You can have it for lunch. But pull some of these up so you can see.
Man, you got the whole nutrition facts and everything in there.
Everything.
Man.
Very easy to read. We got some great photos. Here's an avocado toast, which is something that I post off on my social media.
I know. I joke around. Sometimes I'll call you the avocado warrior.
That's it. I get that all the time. These are really fun. These are keto egg cups. So it's a knockout keto egg cup. So it's a ketogenic friendly in high fat, high protein, low carbohydrate dish. And that's the thing. A lot of the dishes have very different macronutrients and nutrition to them. So here's a vegetarian
Buddha bowl?
Buddha bowl. And this is versatile too because you can just throw a piece of meat on top, and if you're not a vegetarian, so you can make a full meal out of that. This is one of my favorite. It's bolognese, but it's actually made with bison meat rather than beef.
Okay.
And this is people love this one. It's a really good dish. Obviously a carb heavy dish, but so yeah.
Man, they got everything in there for vegetarians, for
we got vegetarians,
carnivores. We got some carnivores in there.
We got
okay.
some ketos.
So you covering all the bases, man. I'm gonna have to give you a copy.
We got shakes too, smoothies. People love those.
Okay. Mean green jalapeno smoothie.
It's a good one, man. It's actually it's cool and refreshing, but it's also spicy because I like spicy food.
Yeah.
So that's a great one.
Okay. All right, so yeah, Fighter's Kitchen. If you guys have got a copy, make sure.
Pick it up. Amazon.com and Barnes and Nobles.
Okay. All right. So your career is an interesting place too. I know you won a fight that was supposed to be eliminated, but now Hooker's fighting Jose Ramirez.
Right.
You just told me you're gonna go to their fight and call them out.
I want those fights to happen, so I'm gonna go and watch. And we were talking about them being an elimination in my last fight. I didn't talk about this. That's just what was brought to me. So now I want that fight.
Now you want that fight. Now it's in your mind. Now you gotta have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You brought it to me, so let's do it.
How do you feel you match up with both those guys?
I think they're great. They're great matchups. Hooker and myself, I think it's going to be an all-action fight. Ramirez is a step-forward guy. I think they're both great matchups. They're all going to be great fights. So either one.
Yeah. I remember when I saw you fight Tommy Coyle, and that was a brilliant fight, by the way. At 140, you seem to be a lot stronger. Do you feel stronger at 140?
For sure. 40 is always my weight class. Even when I fought at 47, those money fights, really. I never really weighed 147. I'd come in 145, 144. I'm just not a welterweight. I still would go to welterweight and fight up there, but I'd be very particular about the kind of fights I would take.
Yeah.
But 40 is definitely where I belong. I'm faster, stronger. My conditioning is way better. So that's my hope.
Kind of reminds me of one of my friends, like Adrian Granados. He was good at 140, but he went 147 for big fights as well, just like you. So
yeah, I mean when we have a small window to make money. So when the opportunities arise, you know, Adrian Gano's another guy. He takes every opportunity, and that's
True warrior.
That's the way to be. You know, that's the way to be. And I tell a lot of these young guys now, don't worry about protecting your O, man. Go get the big fights. Don't turn down fights.
Yeah, because that O is not going to pay your bills when you hang your gloves up.
Exactly.
Okay. I wanted to ask you about some upcoming fights. You know, we were talking about Pacquiao, Thurman earlier.
Yeah.
What do you think about that matchup?
I love the matchup because of the timing of it. I think that I've been saying this over and over again. I think because Thurman has been inactive recently and Pacquiao's kind of on an upswing in terms of this part of his career, I think it's a really good fight. I think it's going to be very interesting. If you brought this fight up to me a couple years ago when Thurman was busy, I didn't think it was a good fight. I thought that he would dominate. But now I think it's a real fight and actually give Pacquiao a chance to win.
You think like he'll outwork him or hurt him or?
He could do anything. You know, that's the thing about Pacquiao. You can never sleep on that man. He really is something special. The guy is, you know, he's 41 years old or 40 years old, and he's still fighting top guys. He has no fear of who he fights. He's a real warrior.
Part-time boxer, man. He's not even.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. As busy as that man is, he still gets up to prepare the way he's always prepared, and he goes out there and he fights like a dog.
I mean, and he's absolutely, you know, all-time great. You had the pleasure of sharing the ring with him. If you were to give Keith Thurman some advice on how to beat Manny Pacquiao, what would you tell him?
The hardest part about fighting Manny Pacquiao is preparing for Manny Pacquiao, because there's no one in the world like him. Sparring partners, they don't match up. Nothing's like being in the ring with him. It took Marquez 5 fights to figure him out.
Yeah.
You know, like that's and Marquez is one of those guys who figures people out in rounds.
Yeah.
So that just shows you how versatile and difficult he is to deal with. But Thurman just got to be Thurman. He's got to go out there and be himself.
Yeah. Well, even the great, like Mayweather said, you know, now I see why Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter. The angles he takes, and that's Mayweather. That's a guy with the top-level boxing IQ.
And he was able to control Manny.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He was the guy who was actually able to control him and really shut down his offense. And for him to say that, that's incredible.
Yeah, kind of lower that punch output, make it a more of his fight. Yeah. Okay. What do you think with the heavyweight division these days? Like,
it's awesome. It's fun. It's fun. I was actually at the Tyson Fury fight in Las Vegas. He looked phenomenal. He didn't have much in front of him, but it doesn't matter. You know, he did what he had to do, and he did what a heavyweight's supposed to do. The guy was trying to be a heavyweight champion. So, you know, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Luis Ortiz. I really
You think so?
Oh man, I'm a big fan of him. I'm a real big fan of him. His skill set, his power, his size. He's very dangerous. He can beat any of those top guys, I think.
even still, you think?
I do.
Yeah.
I do still think, even still. I don't think age is going to affect his style as much as it might other guys.
Okay.
You know, he's not like a real mover, although he can move. But I just think his skill set's so high, and he's got power that he'll be around for a little longer.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I personally think Wilder's an iron him out in the rematch. Cause I think Wilder's improved so much mentally, confidence-wise.
Yeah.
He's in a whole nother place.
I think, you know, the thing about Wilder is he can knock out anyone in the world.
Yeah.
You know, at any time. You know, he's such a dangerous guy. He's so fun to watch too. But yeah, no, it's a wild division. We just look at Anthony Joshua losing to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is a great fighter.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of people were sleeping on him. I wasn't. I knew that was a very dangerous fight. I knew he's a dangerous puncher. He's fast hands. That's really what separates him, is his hand speed.
Yeah. Do you think Anthony Joshua will win the rematch, or how
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm a big Anthony Joshua fan. You know, if he comes back and does what I hope he can do, what the other greats have done, like a Lennox Lewis Rockman situation, I think he's right back.
Yeah.
But if he goes out and he just gets by Andy, or if he loses again, I think they're in trouble.
Yeah, if he's able to stop Andy, I think it makes him actually bigger than he was when he was champion.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And it just becomes that much more of the Joshua story.
Particularly here in America too, because like in America, we love a good you know, rise and fall story.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
love that. That's why Rocky's such a big film.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that was Andy Ruiz's Rocky moment. He shined.
Okay. Who's the best heavyweight in the world to you at the moment? If you had to pick one.
Before that fight, I would have said Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning on Wilder right now.
Wilder?
Yeah. I think Wilder. I think because of what happened in that fight, Wilder edges him. But like I said, those guys, they can all beat each other. Tyson Fury's, I think he's right there too.
Yeah.
But Anthony Joshua, still Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Wilder. I think those guys are the top of the heat.
Okay. What about Dillian White? Dillian White's not in there yet? Or?
Dillian White is a super bad dude, but you know, he was pretty controlled and dominated by Joshua.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You never know. We got to see.
Different stage of his career though. You know, he fought for a British title.
Very true. Different. And Dillian White is a bad dude too.
Yeah, he is. And that left hook will. I mean, aside from Wilder's right hand.
Sick.
I mean, aside from Wilder's right hand, I think the left hook is probably the most potent punch in the division.
It's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, okay. I never heard you talk about this. Who were some of your favorite fighters growing up? Did you have any favorite fighters?
Growing up, so my grandfather was like a boxing historian. He loved
Really?
fights. Oh yeah. So the first fighter I ever heard about a lot about was Alexis Arguello.
Really?
So my grandfather told me about Alexis Arguello, like he was a god. I'm getting chills even talking about my grandfather talking about him, because he was like a god. And he spoke so highly about everything that man did. His technique, his power, the way he finished guys, how he could set people up, and also how he was a gentleman, and how he was outside of the ring. You know, so that kind of ingrained in me like how to act in terms of what a champion really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alexis Arguello was probably the first. My grandfather also loved Pernell Whitaker.
Great fighter,
Pernell Whitaker. Oscar De La Hoya was the 90s, you know, the 90s and the early 2000s. So I grew up watching a lot of Oscar. Loved Oscar De La Hoya. Sugar Ray Leonard's one of my favorites. I actually got my hands on a lot of Sugar Ray Robinson stuff when I was coming up.
Like tapes or?
Like tapes, yeah, just tapes. And reading, I read a lot. I used to read a lot about fighters. I would get boxing almanacs, whatever I could get, whatever.
I'm
really,
the same way, man.
Oh man, I still am. I'm super geeked about boxing. But Mike Tyson, of course, you know, another 90s man. Roy Jones Jr., one of my all-time favorites of all time.
Fighter, yeah.
And Arturo Gatti. Love the Arturo Gatti. Not on the level of those guys at all.
No.
Nowhere near. But I mean, the blood and guts.
Just a warrior. Like every fight he had was a movie.
Oh man, crazy, wild. I got to meet him before his untimely pass, and he's a cool guy, man.
Yeah. You mentioned Arguello. Is Arguello someone you study a lot? I guess.
Yeah. I have I bought his DVD. I think I have a DVD set with a bunch of his fights on it that I purchased. I have Sugar Ray Leonard and Oscar De La Hoya's entire careers on DVD, and I have a bunch of Arguello's fights.
So if you like Arguello, then you have to like Roman Gonzalez, Palacito.
What's that?
If you like Arguello, you have to like Roman Gonzalez because he trained. He was his mentor. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, and you see some of the style in that. You know that.
Yeah,
way
yeah.
He, you know, he's got that lead hand that's always kind of vertical and comes up, and he's got that lower left uppercut.
The balance, you know.
The balance, the footwork, the movement. Yeah, I was always big fan of Gonzalez.
Yeah, me too. That's probably my favorite fighter. I love Roman Gonzalez. You know, I went to his fight with Quadras at the Forum, and that was absolute war.
Yeah. Badass.
Hopefully he comes back. I like him.
Yeah, me too. I hope he comes back to his form. You know, the way he was for those couple of years when he was ripping through.
Yeah, he might. That division's kind of wide open at the moment. You know, got Estrada down there.
I love the way that man fights. So.
Yeah. Okay. I know you want to fight Hooker. You want to fight Ramirez. But who's like if you had a dream fight of active fighters, who would you want to fight? Lomachenko.
Yeah, I love that fight. I love what he does. I think that, you know, I got to share the ring with Pacquiao. You know, and I think Lomachenko is that level of guy, like in terms of what he's going to be, you know, over time. So to end my career and be able to say that I was able to be in the ring with both those men, I think that'd be icing on the cake.
You'd be the only man to share the ring with both those men.
Yeah. So I think it's a fight that could potentially happen down the road.
How do you think your style would mesh with his? You know, he's over here and he's over there, and
you know, I think my length would nullify a lot of the angles that you know he would be able to utilize, and just have to be super aware. You know, Jose Pedraza fought a really good fight against Lomachenko. I was surprised. He went out there and he boxed really well, and he was shifty and slippery himself. And he's also another long, sharp-shooting guy, so I think that kind of gave a blueprint of something that I can see here.
Okay. Any message to the boxing fans out there about your book? What do you have going on?
Yeah, man, just stay tuned. We got some big things coming for the rest of the year. I want to be active. I want to fight twice more this year. I fought 3 times in 7 months since my comeback, so I just want to stay active. Just stay tuned. If you want to pick up my book, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
There you go. Chris Algieri, a jack of all trades and a master of boxing, man.
Right,
writing books, nutrition, you know, doing it all, man. So, Chris, thank you for talking to True School Sports. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, Logan, you one of boxing best prospects. Good performance.
Thank you,
Good talking to
True
you.
School Sports.
I'm Josh,
I'm Alex,
and we both fight out of Canillo's Boxing Gym in Dania.
and you're watching True School Sports.